We're rolling.
Oh. Do you look into the camera when you talk?
Oh no, people.
Oh, we've got company.
Do we apply small pressure? Just that. Tempest 2, Vlog 4. Action.
Cool.
Welcome to the fourth vlog of the Tempest 2. Today the format is going to be slightly different, and it's not us POV, it's interview style, one-on-one. Today I think we're just going to run through a couple of announcements, kind of what's coming up next, and a few things that we've been asked quite a number of occasions during the talks we've been doing. So yeah, we just thought we'd change it up a bit this week and just roll with it, really.
Cool. So first question from a series of talks that we've done that we've been asked more than any others is, how did we overcome particular hurdles when we were in the lead up to the row and when we were during the row, and what did we kind of do to get over those and move forward?
So, so I think a lot of people have asked us, and some people who even stayed behind to sort of get our opinion on kind of when you sign up for an adventure like the row or a marathon, or I don't know, a marathon des Sables or something like that, something quite big. Lots of people have the big grand idea and generally do want to do it, but certain unforeseen circumstances and hurdles present themselves, and a lot of the time it kind of gets pushed to the back of the mind and never really happens. And I think people have kind of asked us how we overcame the hurdles during the sort of process of signing up for the row and then at sea. And I think the simple question is, from day one, when we kind of signed up to go ahead with it and start telling people about it, we literally backed ourselves completely 100%. We were certainly laughed at the first time we told people, and that's probably fair enough, to be perfectly honest. But we kind of used that, not negativity, but the people who didn't believe we were going to do it, we kind of used that as a bit of a motivation to go out and achieve it. And I, for one, was absolutely 100% confident that if we got on that boat in Gran Canaria, that we were more than capable of getting to the other side. So I think having that belief is incredibly important. If you don't back yourself from the word go, then it's a very, very slim chance you're A, going to make it to the start line, and B, if you do, finish it at all, really.
Exactly. And then at sea, we had plenty of opportunities to overcome hurdles. We were getting kind of throwing curveballs left, right and centre on a daily basis. Initially, for myself, I probably reacted a little bit negatively towards things that were completely out of our control. So we quickly realised that you could choose how you reacted to things, and you couldn't necessarily choose the things that were happening. And the whole vibe on the boat was considerably more positive if we chose to react in a positive way, obviously. So yeah, it became very easy, especially when there's just two of you in such a small space, to react positively, because it was either one of us was going to have to do something to get over this hurdle, and we were going to have to go through it together. So if we reacted negatively, it just slowed the days down and made the whole thing less enjoyable. So it was, yeah, kind of the experience personified. So I've gone left field. I've gone left field. I think we got to start again.
Start back into.
Can we cut that out?
Yeah, I can edit that.
Can you edit it?
Yeah.
Cool. So just say. That's cool. I was going to go straight there. And then on the boat, we had plenty of opportunities to overcome hurdles. On a daily basis, we were getting thrown curveballs kind of left, right and centre. And for me on the boat, it was easy to react negatively to begin with, even with things that were completely out of our control. because something so small would make such a huge difference in such a long journey. So we just quickly learnt that if we reacted positively to things, it made the whole vibe on the boat that much more enjoyable and yeah, and that much better.
Yeah, and I think things like the weather was probably the biggest sort of downer that we had, especially when you're getting told that you've got a week of amazing weather and then suddenly you get hit by a hurricane. That's quite hard to deal with. But I think looking back on it, we would have those sort of 5 minutes of pure anger and frustration and just sort of why us sort of mentality. Then after that, it kind of one of us would just crack a joke, or we'd be laughing about it 5 minutes later, and that's kind of how we dealt with a lot of things, was just to sort of take the piss out of it and just try and see the funny side in even the darkest situations. So yeah, mentality was absolutely key. Be positive, back yourself, and yeah,
Just keep trucking on.
Right.
Wow.
We just watched that back. I'm so sorry. So boring.
We are so sorry. We are very boring people. It's painful.
We watched about 5 minutes. We couldn't do any more. So, I think you all know this game well enough.
What?
So, ball is here. I'm going to start in the middle. Keep your eye on it. Okay, pick your cup. Cup 1, cup 2, cup 3.
Ooh! You thought it was cup 1.
Oh! I actually had no
I
idea.
thought it was cup 2.
Who did I? And I was moving them. Cup 3.
Well done everyone who chose cup 3.
Congratulations, tune in next week.
But thanks anyway, if you've got this far, you've done very well.
If you're still with us, you're probably asleep.
First announcement we have is of, for all you followers on Instagram, all 40 of you. Yeah, so we are taking the trip in the middle of June to Sweden.
Yep.
So we will be going on a kayaking trip through from Stockholm, flying to Stockholm, and kayaking through the archipelago. And yeah, we're basically going to be flying in, renting a kayak, and just heading east. There's a combination of 24,000 islands, and the license there basically means that we can camp wherever we want, fish on any of these islands, and we've got thousands and thousands to choose from, and we'll be heading out east until we hit the Baltic Sea roughly, over a couple of 100 miles.
Yep. Yeah, so mid-June, 1 week, 2 boys, 2 kayaks. Can't really put a tagline on it, can you?
No,
But yeah, it's going to be incredible. It's nowhere near as hardcore as the road, but we're not pretending it is. It's just going to be a wicked week spent in nature, really.
Exactly.
And I got a picture as well. That's us. That will be us.
Is that Sweden?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice.
It is.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Finland. And then finally, we've had a few people ask us, loads of people ask us actually, when is our film coming out? So the Tempest 2 documentary from the Atlantic Row, and we are very happy to announce that the teaser will be out at the end of this month, so at the end of April, and the film will follow 6 weeks afterwards, hopefully with a sort of mini premiere in London, and then depending on interest we'll try and get a couple more out as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, exciting times. The guys at Stoked Ever Since are doing an awesome job collating hours and hours of what must be nonsense footage from the middle of the Atlantic.
Just nudity and rubbish chat.
We're full of it. So yeah, that's the video blog for this.
Yeah, a bit different this week. We will try and do one of these every week. We are finding it quite difficult because we're quite boring.
We don't do anything. We did a very
Maybe we'll do a
thing.
cookery lesson. Who knows? There could be a lasagna next week.
That's good content.
Sign out.
Finger guns.
Cool.
Cool.
Still rolling, by the way.